Welcome to this training module on CDP architecture, focusing specifically on the Cloudera web interface. As a cloud-native platform, CDP provides a unified control plane to manage infrastructure, data, and analytics. In this session, we will explore how to navigate the management console to provision resources, manage environments, and access specific data service interfaces like data engineering and data visualization. Let's get started. We begin at the top of the architecture, the Cloudera Management Console. This web-based interface is your command center. Unlike legacy Hadoop, where you managed individual clusters directly, CDP uses this centralized control plane to orchestrate resources that live in your cloud provider accounts, such as AWS or Azure. From this single dashboard, you manage the entire lifecycle of your data platform, from onboarding users to registering cloud environments. It abstracts the complexity of the underlying infrastructure, allowing you to focus on the what your data strategy rather than the how of individual server configuration. This diagram illustrates the centrality of the management console. At the top is the console itself. It acts as the hub, connecting outward to your various cloud environments AWS, Azure, and GCP. It also centralizes user management, ensuring consistent identity governance across all these disparate infrastructure footprints. This architecture ensures that regardless of where your data lives, your management interface remains consistent. How do we connect Cloudera to the cloud? We use the environment registration wizard within the web interface. An environment is a logical wrapper around your cloud provider's virtual network. When you click Register Environment, the UI walks you through a wizard. You will select your region, define your networking CIDR ranges to ensure valid private IP distribution, and configure security access. This web-driven workflow replaces complex manual config files, ensuring that the connection between the Cloudera control plane and your cloud account, like AWS or Azure, is secure and validated before any resources are provisioned. Follow the sequence of registering an environment. The admin initiates the action in the web console. The UI requests critical details like credentials and region. The admin provides network specifics, such as CIDR blocks. The UI then talks to the cloud provider to validate and provision the necessary virtual private cloud resources, returning a success status to the browser once the environment is active. Once your environment is ready, you use the web interface to provision compute resources, known as data hubs. Navigate to the Data Hub Clusters menu and click Create Data Hub. The interface simplifies complexity by offering pre-configured cluster definitions or templates. For example, you might select a flow management template for NiFi or a streaming analytics template for Flink. The UI also allows for granular control via the Advanced Options tab, where you can select specific image catalogs or customize disk sizes, ensuring the hardware matches your workload requirements. This flow shows the provisioning path. You start at the console, move to the Data Hub Clusters section, and initiate the Create Data Hub action. The critical decision point is selecting the template. The diagram shows options like flow management, streaming analytics, and data engineering, all of which are selectable directly from the drop-down menus in the interface. The management console is also your launcher. You don't need to remember IP addresses for every service. By navigating to a specific cluster's details page, you will see a services section containing deep links. For a flow management cluster, you'll see a link for NiFi. For a data warehouse, you'll see Hue. When you click these, the Knox Gateway transparently handles authentication, passing your credentials through so you are logged in automatically. This seamless navigation is vital for developers who need to move quickly between infrastructure management and actual code development. From the Central Cluster Details page, you access the services list. This acts as a switchboard, branching out to specific application UIs. You can jump straight into NiFi for data flows, Hue for SQL queries, Grafana for monitoring, or Cloudera Manager for deep administration. All these interfaces are accessible from the same browser session. A critical component of the CDP web experience is Cloudera Data Visualization. Accessible from the data warehouse or machine learning workspaces, this UI enables self-service analytics. The interface is structured around a main navigation bar with 4 key areas: Home for an overview, SQL for query construction, Data for dataset management, and Visuals for building charts. The visual designer within this interface is particularly powerful, allowing you to drag and drop dimensions and measures to create complex dashboards instantly, democratizing access to insights without leaving the browser. The data visualization UI is structured hierarchically. The main entry point branches into 3 workflows. The Data tab is where you manage datasets. The SQL tab is for executing raw queries. The Visuals tab is the creative space where you build dashboards. This logical separation helps users focus on one aspect of the data lifecycle at a time. For deep administration, the architecture includes Cloudera Manager. While the management console handles high-level orchestration, Cloudera Manager handles the specific configuration of services like HDFS or Yarn on the nodes. You access this by clicking the CMUI link found on your cluster's hardware page. Additionally, for developers and automation engineers, CDP embeds Swagger API documentation directly in the web interface. This allows you to explore endpoints, see request payloads, and even test API calls against your environment directly from your browser, bridging the gap between GUI and CLI management. The web interface exposes powerful admin tools. One path leads to Cloudera Manager, where you perform granular service configurations. The other path leads to the Swagger API docs, enabling you to test API calls interactively. This dual availability ensures that both infrastructure operators and automation developers have the tools they need within the same ecosystem. Finally, let's look at the specialized interface for data scientists, Cloudera AI CML. This interface organizes work into projects rather than clusters. From the CML web UI, users can launch sessions which spin up containerized environments. Uniquely, this interface supports integrated browser-based editors. You can run Jupyter Lab or even VS Code directly within the CML web page, writing Python or R code that executes on the cluster. This architecture keeps data secure in the cluster while providing a familiar, responsive IDE experience in the web browser. The CML interface centers around projects. Inside a project, you launch sessions. These sessions allow you to choose your preferred tool, either Jupyter Lab or VS Code running directly in the browser. Additionally, the project view allows for model deployment, streamlining the path from code development to production API.
Welcome to quicktechie.com. So just type in quicktechie.com here. Then you can go through the material which is provided by Quicktechie. So we have first of all video courses which you can go here and you can find the various video courses across the technologies as well as finance domain. So if you see in Microsoft, we have 8 programs currently running. Next, you can go through the ebooks available. So all the ebooks which are in PDF format today, and you can download this. So let me go through Microsoft certification ebooks. You can click on any of this and you can see this is the PDF available for you to download. So these are the premium ebook mostly available on quicktechie.com platform only. Now the second part is exam simulator. As we primarily focus on the all technology companies and finance domain certification preparation material, so this is company wide listed here and you can go through this. So let me go through the Microsoft one again. You can see this is all Microsoft related certification. AB 730 exam, if you open it, so you can see here this, and all the practice papers are available here. Today we have a 5 practice paper. So click on the first practice paper, it would load the questions. You can answer this question. This is way you can answer it and you can move to the next question. Now third material we wanted to highlight is an audiobook. So we started recently with the audiobooks as well, which you can listen on the go, and various technology wise ebooks are available. And at the last, this is our alumni. These people who are subscribing to our courses and this platform, they are all listed here. And at the end, I wanted to tell you, if you find any course or training or certification preparation material which you want to get us prepared for yourself, please put on the comment section. If you're watching on YouTube, on Udemy, or on this platform itself, quicktechie.com, then please put the comment, or you can even send an email to using this contact us options here. You can directly do the WhatsApp message. You can call us on this numbers as well.